Hello again. This week I'm going to tell you about a conversation I had with a CEO. It was about 6 weeks ago, and after a bit of informal chit chat we talked about what his life was like as a chief executive. I asked him what was his average day like, and he went very quiet. So I went very quiet, and he said, most of the time it feels like I've got a large boot on the back of my neck. And this is the board and their pressures, and the shareholders and the expectations that they have of me. And then I've got the hands around my throat applying pressure, and these are my workforce, my customers, the regulatory authorities. And I thought, why does he do it? And I asked him, I said, why do you do it? This is enormous pressure. And he said, well, the rewards are great and there's the thrill, but I'm under constant pressure. At the moment, I'm doing okay, but I don't know how many more years I can manage it. And I said, it sounds a bit like that you're in an emergency situation virtually all the time. And he said, yes, that's really rather like it is. And we chatted a bit more about this and that, and we parted. And then on a flight back from my holiday in Portugal, I sat through the usual security demonstration, the life jacket and the exits. And then there was the bit about the oxygen masks, and as they dropped, and they said, you must always put your own mask on before helping someone else. So this got me to think about this CEO again, and how does he put his oxygen mask on? Does he do it first? And what's coming down the pipe? What kind of oxygen is it? So we met again, and I asked him, and he said, I don't really know. I just do the job. So I guess there's three things that we should have coming down that pipe, that oxygen supply pipe to us, in order to manage the pressures that we feel. So we're performing the best we can each day without getting into the stress situation. And they are lifelong learning. Never switch off from the learning experience. There would be having a confidential mentor, coach, if you will. So you can be vulnerable where nowhere else can you be vulnerable. And finally, can you join with groups of people who are also CEOs, managing directors, owners of businesses, who understand the pressures and the pain you feel, but also the thrills, but they come from different directions. They have different life experiences. They train differently. They run different businesses in different business sectors. That's the kind of oxygen you require to thrive, not simply survive. But then, of course, there's then you help others. So if you can really experience what it's like to have those three support systems, what will be the benefit of helping everyone else who works for you and with you have the same privileges, the same access to that high quality business oxygen? It turns out now that this CEO is a client of mine. My job is to keep feeding him the oxygen. His job is to thrive and build a fabulous business. Thank you.